your computer just piling up with so many digital files? There is a way to organize them, and I'm going to share my 5 tips with you on how you can organize your digital files too. I'm Jessica, the Organized Mama, and I teach families how to organize with practical tips, tricks, and tutorials everyone can follow. And this, organizing your digital files, is no different. Everyone has messy digital files unless you spend the time to actually organize them. This is not the pretty Pinterest-worthy organizing projects you see. This is the most functional, basic organizing you are going to have to do. And when I say have to, it really is a have to. Otherwise, your digital documents are going to be a complete disaster. So these 5 steps are the steps I take to keep my digital files organized. The first step is to take inventory of what you actually have. Now, this means every digital document you have. You don't need to write it down, but you just need to get a general idea of everything you have stored. On your phone, on your iPad, on your hard drive, on Google Drive, Dropbox. You get the idea. There are so many documents that taking inventory could honestly cause you overwhelm, so that's why it's just step 1. Get an idea of what you have. Then, after you take inventory, you're going to start with one of those. Maybe it's your hard drive, maybe it's Google Drive, maybe it's Dropbox, maybe it's just your phone. Whatever it is, pick one thing that you are going to focus on, and that's going to be your focus. Then you're going to start deleting the things that are not important. Just delete them. You know what they are because there are a lot of files. Maybe you had like a group thing that you did, people shared for like a mom's club. You don't need that anymore, so delete it. Get rid of it and be confident about the stuff you are deleting because it's the stuff you don't look at anymore. If you're in Google Drive or Dropbox or even your email, you can sort by last viewed. The ones that are at the bottom mean you haven't looked at them in a very long time. So those you can confidently delete. So the third step is what to do with the remaining documents. So everything that you have left, we have to decide where you're going to store them. If you're going to keep them in Google Drive, or are you going to put them on an external hard drive? Are you going to create books like chapbooks for all of your photos? Whatever it is that you're going to do, stick with that, and that's going to be the one place you're going to store those particular documents. Then you're just going to start. And by start, I mean actually sit down, spend 30 minutes on your timer, no distractions. I mean, listen to music if you want to, because, you're going through digital documents. You're going to need some music. And then put the files into folders. Just like you would for filing your physical papers, you are going to start filing your digital documents as well. So whichever thing you started with, you are going to continue and file all of those documents until you are done. Then you are going to create a way to maintain this. You didn't spend all of this time to not keep up with your organization. So you are going to come up with a way to maintain what you just did in that particular area. Okay, so let's say you did your Dropbox. You got all your files organized in Dropbox. And so every month you are going to spend 30 minutes to maintain this organizing system. And you're going to do this on a specific day. Give yourself the specifics and you will keep up with it. And once you've done that, then you can move on to the next digital document area. So let's say you did Dropbox, now you're going to move to Google Drive. After you do Google Drive, you're going to go through all of these same steps to do Google Drive, and then you're going to go to your hard drive. Maybe you have external hard drives that you need to go through. All of those things go in steps. Don't try and do it all at once or you're going to be overwhelmed, burn out, or just procrastinate on this particular task. So start with 1 and go through in this order. Delete everything that's not important, rename something if you need to, and then start sorting your digital documents into those folders. Once you are done, then come up with a plan to maintain it. Sometimes it could just be as easy as, okay, when I'm done with the document, I'm just going to move it into this folder, or I'm just going to delete it. That can be your maintenance. It doesn't need to be a complicated process. You just need to be cognizant of what you're doing. So I want you to start now. Spend 30 minutes. That's it. If you plan to do 30 minutes a day, you will be surprised at how much you can accomplish. Down below, I have more tutorials over on the blog. Love what you see? Don't forget to subscribe. New videos every Wednesday.